It is possible to be saved by God and receive an abundance of grace if you are still committing some of those sins. Okay, but now that you have been saved, you need to make changes, and God will reveal this to you. Okay, He saved you, but now you need to look at what you have been doing wrong, and what you're doing wrong as of present, and the change has to be made. Remember, no man is without sin. So all those people who have been saved by Christ, that have become born again and found salvation, the Bible tells us that they are still living in sin. Thus, one can be saved while still living in sin. But they then need to change their lifestyles and have a different mindset to do the things that God requires. This scripture is a real eye-opener for Jews especially, because it means that if we are to rely solely on those laws for salvation, then no man would be saved. In fact, you are making it more difficult for yourself to live because of too much emphasis on what you're not allowed to do. And it's like my mum always said, everything in moderation. That's what we're talking about with the New Testament here. Everything in moderation. Okay, yes, those laws are important, and we should try our best to adhere to them. But at the same time, it's important not to get too involved in what cannot be done, because no man is without sin, and we still need to live our lives. Why did God give us those strict laws in the beginning? It was because of how disobedient the Israelites had become. Okay, mankind is extreme, and God had to give us those laws to stop us from all going crazy. And then with the New Testament, mankind is perfected. We are taught to do things in moderation, and you're grown up enough now to reach equilibrium. This is why it upsets me when I see the state of mankind on Black Friday, or when the World Cup is on television, or a famous musician is on tour, because I know what God's answer is to this: strict laws. Okay, we are throwing away the freedom God has given us when we behave like this. We have abused the freedom that is given to us, thus it shall be taken from us. And that is exactly what happens in Revelation 13, with the rise of the Antichrist. Mankind shall be enslaved. We have our freedom taken from us. Why? Because of the sin of idolatry and this prophetic behaviour of man.